YOLO, my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 113 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is the essentials defined as important, the oils. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think they would help. With that being said, here's our list of things to do today. We have our daily affirmations. We're going to talk about essentials, not just the oils, and we're going to talk about gifts. Now, of course, it wouldn't be an episode of The Best Blessed Life without me messing up the sound, apparently. I think this might be the third video in a row. I don't understand it. I don't remember what I'm saying here. But the new segment is, instead of me baking or making a meal, I'm going to make for gifts a whipped coconut oil body butter. And I'll give you the recipe in just a minute. I wanted to let you know what happened. The sound messed up again. And so therefore, yeah, I'm doing a voiceover. I have no idea what I'm saying here, but I must be saying something really important because I'm using my hands a lot. Anyway, I want to get to the little jars that we're going to put the gifts in. And I had already made 2 samples. I think one was orange honey and the other one was lavender chamomile. And what I'm explaining here is that I want to label the jars and put little tags on them that says what the flavor is. Oh, there's Magnus with his nose up there. So I think I'm going to read to you the daily affirmations right now, as soon as I get my glasses on. Am I rocking this mohawk or what? Thanks to Emily from Trevolte. We're starting with December 1st. I choose to be kind to myself. The 2nd, I celebrate life. The 3rd, I am worthy of success and personal growth. The 4th, I think I'm already off. It doesn't matter. My pain is real, but so is my resilience. The 5th, my creativity knows no bounds. The 6th, I embrace new ideas and unique perspectives. The 7th, my imagination leads me to discover brilliant solutions. The 8th, I'm investing in my health because I know I'm worth it. The 9th, my creativity grows with each day and each experience. The 10th, wealth is an expression of my inner value and success. The 11th, I invest in myself and my future. The 12th, every failure is a stepping stone to a creative triumph. The 13th, I am worthy of financial success and prosperity. And today, financial security and freedom are within my reach. And of course, I put fingers crossed that I get this episode out. So that must be what I'm kind of wrapping up right here. So we're going to be talking about essentials, and what I mean by that is not necessarily essential oils, but I'm talking about essentials in your life. What is essential to you? What makes you feel like life is going well if you have these essential things? And I say, for one, family and health, of course. But what are those other essentials to you? So mine is these essential oils that I've kind of discovered for my pain, to help me just kind of ease it away for a little bit. And the Epsom salt baths I take have these essential oils in them, and they're quite amazing. They help me out tremendously. They have a body wash that I just love, that I use every day, and it helps take the pain away for just that smidge of time. But I've discovered the essential oils do the same thing for my jaw. I have jaw problems, and I've found an essential oil that at least helps me function, eating and things. But I wish I knew what I was saying right here, because I'm sure I'm giving you the recipe for the whipped coconut oil. I want to keep saying coconut butter. Coconut oil body butter. So it's 1 cup of coconut oil to 1 teaspoon of a skin moisturizing oil, like a vitamin E. I think I'm explaining here that I got this big, huge thing of coconut oil from not Sam's Club, Costco, and I would want to, do other things with it besides cook with it before it, goes rancid. But I was explaining the first 2 batches I made, which were 2 flavors, as I like to call them. The coconut oil I originally used had a little bit more like textural, like it didn't get all the little kind of nodules of compacted coconut oil in them. So my oil that I use for the moisturizing part is the jojoba oil. I also got a sweet almond oil, but I have to be careful. I do believe it has almond in it, so I can't give it to people that have an allergen. So I'm probably going to use the jojoba. Now, I do it for the whole episode. I use the same one, but for future batches, I'll probably stick to the non-allergen one. But I did find that the essential oils I just held up for a brief hot minute are called Lifelines, and I bought them at Kohl's, and they come in sets of 4. I think they probably have other versions of them, but they're mixes. And I got the Citrus Grove mix, and I also got the In Bloom mix. The Citrus Grove Energy one is orange and honey. There's a Calm one that's bergamot and vanilla. There's a Focus one that's lemon and lavender. And the Joy one for that is grapefruit and lilac. And then the Bloom one is all about flowers. So the Energy one is jasmine and amber. The Calm is lavender and chamomile. The Focus is gardenia and grapefruit. And the Joy is honeysuckle and vanilla. And the nice facts about these is they're 100% natural essential oils. I wish I remember what I do with the papers. They're naturally sourced, or hold on a minute. I know I saved the papers. Where are they? Anyway, they're naturally sourced, 100% natural, made in the USA, or put together in the USA. And they're nice, convenient little bottles, and you just turn them upside down and drip them. You do droplets. So it's 1 cup of coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of the jojoba or the vitamin E or a shea butter, and then 30 drops of the essential oils. And here I go with the coconut oil. Both, I used 2 different versions here because I actually did get a nice coconut oil from Menards. If you ever buy your groceries at Menards, that was virgin unrefined, and that is what I used. That's also what I have from Costco. Excuse me. So I'm just basically putting everything into a bowl, and I explained also that I'm talking about the jaw essential oils that helped my jaw and my head and the back of my neck a little bit when I have massive headaches. But the first attempt at the first 2 that I have sitting off to the side, I used my stand mixer, and because the bowl is so tall, the whisk doesn't really reach in there and get into the coconut oil too well. So inevitably, I broke out the hand mixer and did it that way. It's 7 minutes on high. I just kept stirring it around and moving the mixer and the bowl kind of opposite directions. There, putting in the 30 drops if I could get it. One of them I had a really hard time getting it started. There we go. It looks like I'm milking a cow. If this is the bergamot and vanilla. This one smells really nice. All the mixes that I did so far, I did the orange and honey, and that was for energy. That one smelled super duper orangey and clean and fresh, so I could see how you could get some good energy from it. And then this one is the bergamot vanilla, so that's calm. And it had a nice subtle fragrance to it. And then the other one I pre-made was the lavender and, oh gosh, chamomile. I was drawing a blank. And that one is very subtle as well. So I'm thinking the calming and the subtler scent. And what you do is you're going to put it on right after you're done with your shower. Don't even dry off. And you want to rub it into your skin as much as you can and then dry yourself off. And then you'll have nice soft skin. You can't leave it like on your skin, otherwise you'll look like you're dipped in butter, which wouldn't be a bad thought, I don't think, but I don't think you want to walk around like that all day. So it doesn't really come out super whipped. It's more like well combined. It's got a liquidy texture to it. You can feel it kind of just melting into your skin. But if you really allow the essential oils to work, it really does, it really does work well. I mean, even for long periods of time, whatever, you can get a break from feeling that. And it's good for you. The coconut oil is good for you. The essential oils are good for you. It's good for your skin. I do mention that you could probably use olive oil here as well, although it emits kind of more of an odor. So I guess you would have to factor that in. I don't know how well that would work. I would like to get it more whippy-dude, but I'm not sure with the other oil in there that it would work that way. I'm thinking more if I had done like the shea butter, that might have produced more of a thicker lotion type. I'll tell you what though, it was a mess to get them in there, and I'm trying to figure out a better way to do it. I might even just use a funnel. And a better spoon would probably would have helped as well. And making sure the coconut oil is a full cup, like really compact it down. I feel like a couple of the ones I didn't get enough coconut oil. The nice thing is the coconut oil has like a toasted scent to it when you open it, but it doesn't really affect the essential oil scent. Now, there is a difference between essential oils and fragrance oils. And then there's also soap scents as well. So make sure if you want a more something to actually physically change something about. So what I'm saying is, like, if you have a headache and you put some essential oils on there, there is a likelihood that it will help ease the tension in your head. But if you put fragrance oil on, you're just going to fragrance your head. So there's where the essential comes in, and it has become a essential part of my day, making sure that I get these on my body somewhere. Now the one for my jaw has like a minty, which I like. It's subtle, and I kind of smell like it the rest of the day, and I like the feel of the oil on my skin. It makes it nice and soft. So if all else fails, you could just rub essential oils, I do believe, right on your skin. I liked that it had a delivery system in the coconut oil, which was going, at some point going to go, rancid. So I said I hated to say I'm killing two birds with one stone, but that's indeed what I was doing. And they will be gifts if I can get them to. Here I'm wiping off the container because I got it like around every aspect of the glass jar. And the nice thing about these glass jars is they have a little rubber gasket on them, and when you push down on them, they do kind of seal in place, even though it doesn't look like it. They really do. And again, I got those from the Dollar Tree, the little jars. I'm going to see if I can find a label that has that kind of oval shape so that I can just. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put what the outcome is for the essential oil, like focus, joy, whatever have you, on the actual label, and then I'm going to put the flavor, or vice versa, however you want to look at it. I have these little hanging heart chalkboard tags that I was going to tie around and write on. Okay, so now I'm making another flavor. I had paused the video. Oh, there's Magnus again. So I'm making, which one is this? The gardenia and grapefruit, which I really liked, but it was it was very floral and not very grapefruity. So I was kind of bummed about that because I like the smell of grapefruit. I like grapefruit. I just really can't have it with thyroid issues. Here I'm putting the jojoba again, the 1 teaspoon. A little bottle I got from Jewel. It was like, I don't remember how much that was. The almond was like $5, I think, $5. Now I'm pumping in the focus. See, I had to focus. It's kind of hard to count because the drops are clear. So I was just trying to see like the movement come out of the bottle in order to count the drips. So I think maybe some got more drips than others. But that is very florally and very gardenia based. Not that I have a problem with it. I love gardenias. I wish I knew what I was saying here. Oh, I'm talking about something that I did with my refrigerator because it was bothering me. It was so dirty. It had some stains on it from accidentally spraying the cleaning spray onto the fridge instead of onto the cloth, and then not getting all the drips off. So it was leaving marks. So what I did was I made this. I looked up what to do about it, and I found that if you made a baking soda paste, and it's just baking soda and water, nothing else, and you kind of want it pasty, not quite glue, not runny like that, because you want it to stick onto the front of the appliance. You don't even have to leave it on there for very long. You just kind of rub it in. I just put it on with my hand. I don't know if I was supposed to use a cloth or not. It dripped all over the floor, but it's just baking soda and water. And while it was a pain to do, I would do it again. I don't want to do it again right away because the wiping on of the paste was fine. It was getting all of the paste off that took so many wipings between soap and water, and then just regular water, and then I think I switched to vinegar at some point, and then I'm like, what the hell? Then I'm like, oh, it looks perfect, I got it. And then I walk back in and I'm like, son of a bitch, there's more there. I'm like, nobody can touch that fridge. I want to throw my body over it. So I think this is the last flavor. I could be wrong. How many jars are sitting there? Yeah, I think this is the last flavor. This is the gardenia. This one was probably the runniest, I think. I'm not sure. I did wash the bowls in between so that the scents wouldn't get mixed together. But I'm wondering if there was residual oil in the bowl and therefore it caused it to be greasier for the next batch to start, and then it just didn't adhere to the side of the bowl like the other batches did. But I couldn't believe how well that baking soda paste worked. And I liked it so much that I made a jar of it, and I have it sitting in my little pantry that I have going on underneath my island there. It's just a mason jar with one of those resealable lids, and I just put a good old amount of baking soda in there and added enough water. Now, obviously, it separates, but now it's pre-made. I can just shake the mason jar and spread a little on there. See if I need to add more, but it's not like it's, gonna go rancid or anything. Especially in the glass jar. It's a good place for it. Plus, I had a big box of baking soda that didn't all fit into my other jar. So it's like just the perfect amount. But yeah, the wiping off process, maybe a microfiber cloth would have worked better. But yeah, that was, ugh. My arms after that were extremely sore. Again, I want to thank Emily from Te Volte Salon for my beautiful mohawk. I love it so much. It almost stands up by itself now. That's my baking soda paste jar. I haven't used it on the other appliances yet. I did use just vinegar on the front of my dishwasher because my dog likes to leave his nose prints on there. But I think he might have already licked it since I did that. The stove and the microwave need to be done. But I'm going to do the vinegar thing first and then do the baking soda if that's what I need to do. I think it would be great for other things too, because it's got a little bit of abrasive to it without harming it too much. Yeah, because I put that bowl in the sink and started the water, and all you could see are these little oil bubbles floating to the top. So I wonder if I should have just switched bowls. Again, I might even use the immersion blender next time. I had spoke about that at one point. But with the way the episode was going, I didn't really want to mess with it. And then to find out, I go to play this video thinking I'm just going to listen back and there's no sound. I about had a heart attack. So I'm going to start doing other episodes where I'm either making something craft related or, I don't know. I'm going to come up with some other things. I do talk about my books here shortly, I think. Here we go. This one was the Department of Rare Books and Special Collections. I liked the overall premise of the book. It was really compelling. I did know kind of who the culprit was, but she got into this repetition of everybody's saying instead of like she commented or she snickered or whatever. She's like, Liesl said, Francis said, Professor or President Gable said, whatever. So I challenged myself to change the word, and it became so much better. So I helped her out a little bit. I got stuck in a rut though too at one point. I did a lot of stating. This is the next one I'm reading. This is a really good book about a woman coming over from Italy at the height of the people coming into Ellis Island. I do read the back of the book. I really wasn't prepared for that part. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but she encounters another woman who starts at Ellis Island for the very first time working as a matron there, helping in all different departments. They meet, they become friends. They find out some things about each other, and they share a terrible secret, which I'm not sure I know yet. So it'll be interesting. I think I have a inkling of what it might be. but it is based on true events or inspired by true events, is what it says. And this is a novel of the dark secrets of Ellis Island, when entry to the land of the free promised a better life, but often delivered something drastically different, and when the immigrant strength and female friendship found ways to triumph even on the darkest days. This one is a lot I can't even speak well, a lot better written. I appreciate the story, the premise, the concepts really well visually. I like the thought of the girl who starts at Ellis Island working there. She is a child of an immigrant, German immigrant, and she has quite a few siblings, and she's not in the greatest of situations either. So I think probably they help each other out in that respect. I don't know where I'm going there. Oh, I'm going to grab this other book called Look Again. I think I talked about it, but I can't remember. It's about a woman who adopts a child from a hospital and then finds a missing child flyer in her mailbox, and it happens to look like the kid she just adopted. This one's really good. I didn't know who did this as well or how this was going to play out, but it was still well written, kept me going. I enjoyed figuring out what was happening. She did some crazy shit, but I can't say as I blame her. Thinking she was in a legal adoption. So that had to catch her off guard, seeing her son's face, or what she thought was her son's face, and what happens in the end. But reading to my pup has been a good experience. It gives us some one-on-one time. He seems to enjoy it. At least he acts like he does. I mean, he does fall asleep a lot, but hey, so do I. I think I'm talking about the essentials here, and think about what's essential to you, what makes you feel happy, what, eases some stress in your mind, even if it's the smallest thing. Maybe you get a coffee for yourself, maybe it's just essential for that moment in time, and it's not like something you need every day or all the time, but think about those things, and maybe those are things you want to supply to your family for the holiday season. Give them something essential. Not something they need or something they want, but essential, which could fall into either category if you ask me. So I know it sounds silly, but I don't know, the essential oils just kind of triggered a lot of other, important things that have helped me at least handle the day to day. I really wish I knew what I was saying here. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't remember half things I talked about as far as what was essential to me or to my family. Maybe it's a vacation at a crazy time. Or maybe it's just sitting on down to dinner. That's essential to talk about your days and see where everybody's at. Maybe it's just checking in. Maybe that's essential. I really do wish what I was saying here. I can't recall. It's driving me crazy. I'm using my hands a lot, so it might be something really good. I don't remember and I'll never know. I have been suggested by several people to write a script, but that's not how I roll, unfortunately. Oh, I was talking about maybe putting essential oils on your skin. I don't know what this or that is. My arms are up in the air. I was saying something funny, though, apparently, because I chuckled. Oh, I was talking about taking next week off, probably. Have good holidays. I think that about wraps everything up. So I hope I got it in under an hour. And then I look, we're at 30 minutes, I think. I wish I could read my lips right now. I think I'm wishing everyone a good holiday, whatever you celebrate. Just enjoy family and friends. I wish I could see what I'm saying. Oh, I'm saying, I think I'm mentioning making gifts for people if, you can't afford other things. No, that's not it either. I wish I knew. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I can't help. I'm gonna let y'all go now, I think, is what I say. In under an hour for a change. Okay. So, I want you to have. Come on, girl. I wish I could read my own lips. This is crazy. I'm talking a lot about a whole lot, and it's very important. I'll make gifts for people, I think. Oh, have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching. Bye.